Hey, good morning. My wife likes to criticize actors on whether or not they're actually drinking coffee out of the various beverages that they're holding on television. And now I know why they don't, because it's really hard to drink and talk, so one mystery solved. I want to talk about something that I think is maybe putting a cart before the proverbial horse, but the idea is that a first line or a first sentence is really, really important. With help, it'll lead to a second sentence. But the great writing practice that I would like to instill in myself and you is to randomly collect first lines for stories. Go to a library, a collection of books you like, books you've never read, whatever, it doesn't matter at this point, and just read the first line and stop. That's all. Any book, I don't care, War and Peace, Mark Twain, anybody, just read the first line and stop, put it away. You don't have to remember it. This isn't a deal where we're trying to bring them back later. Just read first lines and give yourself time for it, like a week. You know, something really weird, where every book you grab, all you're going to do is read the first line and put it away. Same goes for poetry and stuff like that, too, as well. You can't tell anything too much by this beginning sentence, but there's something that it should click in with for yourself. The next part of this game is to start writing your own first lines and don't carry them any further. I know it's counterintuitive to use, a word I'd never heard of growing up, but just get a practice of writing a first line. Put it on 3x5, dictate it into your phone. Napkins, traditionally writers work on napkins. I've not had a lot of success with that. But just write a first line and leave it. Leave it for a day, leave it for an hour, leave it for a week. The reason I'm suggesting this as a practice is devious. A lot of people believe in their heart that they're writers. Even believe in their heart that they're great writers. And I can tell you that I'm a great writer. I can tell you that I'm a poet. But unless somebody else backs it up, where's the proof? To use another analogy, my pastor used to tell me that if people asked if I was a Christian, that I should always refer them to ask my wife, or someone that lives with me. Their authority carries more weight about what kind of faith walk I have than me telling you that I've got one at all. It's the proof in the pudding kind of thing. Very much the same thing with writing and poetry being something that's a little dear to my heart. When you've got a collection of first lines that have been laying around in a stack on a table, scattered on your floor, tucked in your pocket, I don't care where, if one or more of them starts jumping back at you, like a fish that you caught that wants to get back in the lake, that might be a clue that you are in fact a writer. I'm not so interested in people believing that you have to be gifted, like you can collect Tinkerbell in a jar and it'll glow and show anytime you need it. I'm more inclined to, you're inflicted with this. You're not gifted, you're caught. There's a line in your cheek and you're fighting to get back in the lake. And until you can unhook yourself from whatever line that you've written down that's starting to irritate you or bother you or inspire you or encourage you, you can get that too. But when that line starts letting you know, I need a partner, I need a second line, I might need a whole paragraph, follow that. Take that one. Leave the rest of them aside, you can get back to them later, but I want the line that is jacking you up to be the one that you put down on paper. Because remember, a pen is only mightier than the sword when you apply it to paper. I hope that helps, and I expect to hear from you if it doesn't. Thank you.